Hey all, this is Andy from Tennis with Andy. So my buddy Carlos and I are battling out on the beautiful clay courts in Sharon. We played last week against each other in a doubles tournament, and Carlos is tough. I mean, his game is quite tough. It may not look like he's hitting with a lot of pace, but he's moving the ball really well. Using his spins very well, so he could hit his serve pretty much at any spot and either slice it, hit it flat, or have a twist. So, and it was always tricky. With this court, the bounces are a bit suspect. Good move by Carlos to close that in. So you either get a low bouncing ball, a high bouncing ball, and sometimes you don't know until the last second. So I'm really excited about this. I'm loving clay. I mean, I think it's it's probably my favorite surface, and especially this red clay. I love the bounce and the movement and everything. So we're just out in front of that one. So Carlos is up 40-15 early. I'm using the Wilson Blade 98 1820. One thing that I did that I hadn't shown in my previous videos is I moderated up a little bit more. So 4 grams at 12 and use the Wilson leather grip, and it feels really good. So he just missed that volley. I got a little bit lucky on that return. Thank you very much. So 40-30. So I was coming off a really nice day, the hidden session the night before, but early in this match I'm still sort of trying to get my groove on the strokes, so battled it back to deuce, got fortunate with the double faults. So good return by me. So that's how I was hitting the day before, like really aggressive forehands, and let's see if I could keep it up. So good serve by Carlos, and a let call. If you guys like content like this, please like and subscribe. I'm at 462 subscribers. My last video was also at 462 subscribers. So I'm trying to get up to 1,000. So please hit that like button, tell your friends about it, subscribe. It really helps the channel, and it gives me motivation to do more content like this and do more match play. All right, so I got fortunate with that break. So it's 15 love right now. So on serve, my main strategy on clay is to, anytime I see a one-hander, and especially on clay, I'm going to kick it high to that backhand. So that's my default play, and looking to attack off that and one forehand, really going back to the backhand again. So that's what I was trying to do. I feel like it's safer, so that took a mean bounce, but it was a really good return by Carlos. And I mean, he made me hit that volley. It was a bad volley, but at least he made me hit the volley. So we're at 40-15. So he's dealing well with the serve. Good slice back, resetting the point. Really trying to dictate with his forehand. So I got a really good forehand. I got a good cut at that. So I'm really happy with that shot. So up to 2 love. So I got lucky. Really, that first point is really key. Like, if you can get that love 15 lead, it's huge. So I actually thought that ball was, I couldn't tell, but I played it, but I think he thought it was out. Technically, right, you're supposed to go by the receiver's thought on the first serve, but I mean, this is just a friendly match. So I said, let's just do first serve again. So good return by me, nice and deep on the backhand. Wow. So I lifted up a bit on that. And that's one thing you're going to see me do a couple of times in this match, as I was really trying to find the range on that forehand. One thing that I should do is stay down. So really just drive through and trust that the inherent topspin I put on it is going to bring the ball up and down. Okay, Carlos is kicking it out wide. So we're back up to deuce. And a little cheeky drop shot by me. I was not trying to do that. I was trying to slice it back deep. It's a nice little jumping backhand by me. Just really keeping the point alive, and I drew the air. So off to a good start in terms of score. Still not feeling really dialed in yet, but another backhand volley error. So love 15. So a good 1-2 punch. So back up to 15 all. Sometimes simplicity, actually usually simplicity is the key. So keeping simple game plans and just executing on them. Oh yeah, I mean, that's a bad shot by me. First of all, just reset the point, slice it back deep. I was in a defensive position and trying to go for a winner. So just should just slice it back deep, reset the point, and then moved on. But we'll see. I mean, you live and you learn. So good return by Carlos, and good slice by me. So back to 30 all. So just a bit long. I was going for the flat serve in that one, trying to end the point quickly. But that's what I get when I miss. He got a nice return and just a feather that drop shot. He put a little bit of side spin on it too, so it was very difficult to get. So great shot by Carlos, 30-40. I kicked it nice and high, and I dumped the backhand in the net. Oh, I was annoyed. I mean, maybe I should have run around to my forehand on that one, but I mean, great return. So he's on the board 3-1, or 1-7-3, 15 love. So that's a good return by me. I got a little bit of a loop, and I read that drop shot. I love it when people do drop shots on me when they're at the net, because it gives me a nice open passing lane to try and hit a little dinky pass. So 15 all. So good serve. I mean, he's smart in that he's picking on my forehand. He sees that I'm a little bit inconsistent with it right now. Alright, so got it back to 30 all. Decent return. And another forehand error. It's probably like at least 5 this match thus far. So he's up 40-30. I was being really safe on those volleys because I have a tendency to sail those high forehand volleys, so really try to just get them in. So we're back to deuce. Second serve, I believe. Again, same error. I was in a defensive position and going for a slice drop shot winner instead of just slicing the back deep. Okay, so good return. I mean, depth was key, and Carlos went for the line, just missed it that time. Wow, really smart play. Going right behind me, hitting it hard and flat, angling it off for a winner. So great shot by Carlos. And one key here is a lot of people think that in order to sort of beat somebody, like sometimes you have to go hard at their strength, right? So like people who like their forehands like to shade a little bit to the backhand side. And so recently I've been looking for that forehand. And so what he did was very smart in that he just went hard to the forehand side. And I didn't split up appropriately and wasn't expecting it. And it was just a really good shot. So I hit that a bit long. So we're now back. No, not on serve. I'm still up a break. So hit that serve. Good return by Carlos, kind of right at the body. So forced an error. Sorry for a little glitch. I cut this a little bit too close. So we're at second serve. Very makeable shot. At this point, the frustration level was rising very high. I'm like, I had a 3-love lead. So that was a good medicine, that first serve. So 15-30. And the ace, so 30 all. I was feeling good. I'm like, okay, let me try and hold at least. So another first serve in. No, that forehand, I was just thinking, let me brush up as much as possible and try and get the ball in the court. I had no directionality about it. So that's sometimes what you have to do. Like when you're struggling, just aim for big targets, still swing big, but like hit it with topspin and just aim for big targets. So I went back to bread and butter, kicker. So struggled through that game, but I got the hold. So we're at 4-2. So I got a little bit of confidence back in that forehand, so good return. It was a relief that I was able to hold that one and sail that again. I'll get it. Just a matter of time. But Carlos has really picked up his game. I think he started off a little bit. He struggled a little bit to start with a few double faults, but since those initial double faults, he's been clean and played a very smart game, targeting the forehand again on the serve. Oof. Another great drop shot. And one thing you noticed with that one is that he was back, so he was ready for whether I dropped it again or whether I bunted it down the line, he was in perfect position. So he forced me to sort of overhit on that one. Good return by me. Another error. That's all good. I mean, sometimes you gotta just swing your way out of it, right? So that's what I was trying to do. So 4-3. Got a nice flat serve. Trying to get a free point. Soft hands. I like to say that was skill, but that was luck. So 30 love. It's another big first serve. And took the time on that forehand put away. So 40 love. My best forehand of the match. I finally was able to dial in the right spin on it. Just caught the line. So feeling good. 5-3. So goal this game for me was just trying to keep solid. You know? Make him beat you. I didn't want to have to serve it out. I knew I had it in the bag to serve if I needed, but preferably I wanted to break him here. So good serve, pulled away a little bit on the forehand, but I'm still keeping the positivity alive. So great serve again. Good next shot by Carlos. Tried the cheeky drop volley, but I was there. So I think he remarked that he was just looking at me. So 15-30. Oh, great shot. I pulled something right there. I tried to stretch it out, but we'll see if that affects me. And we can see the clouds are coming over. Oh no. What's happening? I'm struggling with my legs. Clouds are coming. Carlos is playing well. Got that good return, but Carlos did a great job. And I think I hit that just out. So 40-30. You can see me trying to stretch it out. Wasn't able to move too much there, but I figured let me rest up for this next game. Leave it all out here. I thought I hit a good volley, but he hit a good pass. I mean, that was a good pass. The volley could have been a little bit better, but I mean, he painted the line on that one. So excellent shot by Carlos. Put in the pressure, tightening the screws on me. Let's see if I could come back and hit some good serve. Second serve to the backhand. Going back to the approach that I've been doing. So 15-all. Kicked it out again. So good job, great return, and good job by me just buttoning the ball back. And I put it away. I mean, that was a huge point right there. Because Carlos did a lovely return on that ball. So we're at 30-15. And yep, I learned from that first volley that I missed before. Got my racket on there. So I think that's match. So set.